Hey folks, this is Boris Bills, and today I want to talk a little bit about my work. I'm working at Kunbus with the Revolution Pi, and today I want to show you what to do when you have to manage huge device fleets. So, for instance, some hundreds, some thousand devices, and what you might want to look for is something like the Cumulocity cloud that helps you a lot. And yeah, let's have a closer look. Ever wondered how to just control a huge device fleet of Revolution Pis? Cumulocity IoT Cloud can do that. And there's a bunch of other options as well. You can use Azure, you can use AWS, and there's a whole load of other clouds. But today I will show you what Cumulocity IoT can do. So I'm logged into my Cumulocity IoT account. I went to device management, and here I can see all of my devices. Right now I have 2 devices in here, and let's look at my Revolution Pi Connect 4, which is just sitting right beside me, what we can do with that. So of course we can send measurements over. This is what an IoT cloud is meant to do, right? And alarms, that's self-explaining, and events, that's also self-explaining, but there's a lot more when it comes to device management, like remote controlling the device. So if I click restart device here, then I just restart my device. That's pretty simple, but it works. The next thing that I can do is I can see the software installed on my RevPi and can update that or install software packages from afar. So if you have a lot of different applications rolled out to your fleet, and some groups should run this application, some groups should run another application, and you want to update one of the groups with a new version of your software, then feel free to use this. The next thing is the logs. So you can define which log files you like to be able to obtain from your device, and then you can just go to the cloud and just get your log files. So let's take the auth log file, for instance. I will just request that. There's my request, and there's the log file. The next thing is configuration. This is really, really strong. So first of all, you can just add any conf files like Wi-Fi configurations and stuff like that, and just manage that for a whole device fleet. But if you know Revolution Pi, you also know that we have these cool extension devices like AIOs, DIOs, and field bus extensions. And these are configured in our tool called Pictory. And of course, you can take a Pictory configuration and roll it out to whole groups of devices via the cloud, which is pretty cool, I guess. Then sometimes you want to remote access a single device, and Cumulocity enables you to have a remote console from the browser. So from every place in the world, you can remotely log onto the device and just see what's going on here. In the same manner, we can just connect to VNC and have a remote connection to the device. And there's the shell. And this is funny. This does not mean that I just want to have shell commands on my system, but I can predefine some commands and use them in my scripts or in my software. So this allows me to do remote actions on the RevPi from wherever I want. I could use the RevPi as remote I/O system, for instance, from the cloud. So the commands that I have here can not only be used by hand, which I'm doing right now, but I could just use the remote SSH console. But these commands can be used by triggers and functions of the cloud. So I can create a cloud interface or an automatic cloud system that uses the RevPi for remote IOs, which is pretty funny. So the simplest version to do that, it's just to show you how it works. would be, for instance, using our tool PyTest. I want to write something, the output 1, and I want to set it to 1. So activate something, a fan, a motor, a machine, whatever, a lamp. And when I click execute from the cloud, then the I/O is triggered. I think that's pretty cool, pretty powerful, and it doesn't work only for 2 devices, as you can see here. But this also works for thousands of devices. So pretty, yeah, you might know why I like Cumulocity. See you next time. Cheers.